Hello everyone. So now I'm going to take the second part of this topic, that is projection of solid, that is part 2, in which I'm going to incline the solid with some angle. Now in the third case, if I just name it the third case, now this is my third case when the axis of the solid is inclined with the HP, and we all know the angle inclined with the HP, that will be the theta, and it is parallel to VP. So the axis is inclined with the HP and that is parallel to VP. So the axis is going to behave like this. If this is my axis, this is my axis. If this is my axis and this is my VP, this is my HP. So axis is now inclined with the HP. So this is my axis inclined with the HP with some angle, that is theta. So this is the inclination of axis with HP, that is theta, and parallel to VP. So axis is like this. If the axis is like this for the solids, so it means that all the solids are now going to incline with some angle. If axis is inclined, it means your solid is also inclined. So this is the case for suppose this is a square prism. So the square prism is also inclined. If I talk about the pentagonal prism, so pentagonal prism is also inclined like this. If I talk about the pyramid, so pyramid is also inclined like this. If I talk about the cylinder, now cylinder is also inclined like this. Similarly for the cone, cone is also inclined. So all the solids are now inclined with HP, angle will be theta. Now how to solve this kind of problems? As we have seen in the plane also, when the plane was inclined with the HP or in the VP, so that was two-stage problem. So here also, when solid is inclined with the HP, so that is not going to complete in the one stage. So again, that is called two-stage problem. Similarly, we are going to use the concept of plane here also. That was also two-stage problem, and this solid is also now going to draw in the two-stage. Now in the first stage, again here we are going to assume something. So what we are going to assume is, suppose this solid is inclined with the HP. So actually we want to draw the projection of the solid which is inclined with the HP. So this is my solid. So what I am going to assume in the first stage? In the first stage I am going to assume this solid is not inclined, but it is actually standing on HP. So this is my assumption in the first stage. Actually we have to draw for this. But what I will be assuming is, it is not inclined, it is standing on HP. You can just understand by means of this that prism, pentagonal prism. This is inclined, suppose like this. It can be also like this. It can be like this also. It can be like this also. So both you can say are inclined to HP. Axis can be inclined like this, or axis can be inclined with HP like this. So both are inclined to HP and parallel to VP. Okay. So what I have to assume in the first step is very important. Just make the concept how we are going to solve this problem. What are the steps which we are going to use here, and this is a common step for each and every problem. So if my solid is inclined like this, so in the first stage I will be assuming it is standing on HP. Actually we have to make for this, but starting will be from this. So if the solid is standing on HP, so we have to first make the top view. We have seen this is the first case. We have seen the first case when the solid is resting on HP. First make the top view, then plot the front view. Then in the next stage, in the second stage, we are going to incline our axis. In the second stage, we are going to solve our purpose. In the second stage, axis is going to incline with theta. The first stage, make it like this, draw the front view, top view. Then we'll come to the next stage, then make it incline. It can be like this, it can be like this. So this is the concept we are going to apply on the problem. One more thing that we have to take care of, edge problem and the corner problem. The same thing we have taken the care in the plane also. The problem is of edge or it is of corner. For prism and pyramid, because they are having the terms like edge and the corner. So we have to take care the problem is of edge or the corner problem. Again, I am repeating the steps what we have to do. First we have to make it standing on HP. First we have to make it like this. All the solids, whether it is cylinder or it is cone, it is pyramid, no matter, if we have to make for this, first we have to make it like this. Then on the second stage I will be making it inclined. Okay. So now I have taken one problem. So on the basis of this problem only we are going to apply this two-stage. How we are going to apply this two-stage on this problem. So that will be more easy to understand the steps of construction, how we are going to draw it. So the problem says that It is a pentagonal prism. So the problem is of pentagonal prism. We know what is pentagonal prism. 30 mm base edge. So the base edge is 30 mm. If this is my pentagonal prism, so it is given that base edge is 30 mm. This is my 30 mm and height is 60 mm. Height means the axis length. So the height is 60 mm. So the axis length is 60 mm. Base edge 30, height is 60. Resting with one of its edge on the HP. So this is the problem of edge. This is very important. This is the problem of edge. Resting on edge on the HP. Resting on the edge on HP and axis inclined 30 degree with the HP. So this prism is resting with its edge. Now this is one edge. This is the corner and this is the edge of this prism. So this prism is resting with the edge such that its axis is inclined 30 degree with the HP. So this is the case. This edge is resting on my hand. So this is the problem of resting with the edge. This is the edge which is resting on my hand like this. This is the edge problem. If it was corner problem, so it was like this. If this prism was resting with the corner, so this was inclined like this. But the problem is of edge, so this prism is resting with the edge like this and axis is inclined with 30 degree. So this axis is 30 degree with the HP. Okay, so the first stage says that assume it standing. तो सबसे पहले इसको assume किया standing. So first we have to draw the top view and front view. Then later stage I will be making it inclined. Okay, so now I will be coming to the solution of the problem. So I will be deleting this problem. So problem says that the base edge is 30 mm. Okay, this is very important. Base edge 30, height is 60. It is the edge problem. This is the edge problem and axis is inclined 30 degree. That is theta is given to 30 degree. So this is the two-stage problem. And first we have to assume it. First we have to assume it that it is standing on HP. So the problem says that 30 mm is edge, 60 mm is height. Problem is of edge and axis is inclined 30 degree with the HP. So these are the data. So the first stage, when I will be assuming on the first stage, the problem is like this. So I will be assuming it is standing on HP. So I will be drawing first top view, then I will be plotting the front view. This is my x, this is my y. So top view will be pentagon. We all know when the prism is resting on HP, so the top view will be pentagon. With double naming. We have seen in the first case how the naming has to be done for the prism. So the top view will be pentagon with the double naming. So the naming will be, it should be like this. So the outer suppose 1, 2, 3, 4 and this 5. This is for the top pentagon, and for the base pentagon I will be using alphabets of A, B, C, D and this is E. Okay. So where will be the centroid location? Already I have told you how to find the centroid. You can just plot the bisector of any two side. So you will be getting the centroid. So this is my centroid of the pentagon. Okay, so top view will be the pentagon and the front view will be the rectangle. So to plot the front view I will be taking the projector. So these are my projectors. That should be very light. And the front view will be rectangle. Of the height is given to 60 mm. So from the XY you will be taking the height of the rectangle, that is 60 mm. So suppose this height is 60 mm. view, this is a pentagon, and the naming should be done accordingly. So the numbers which is written on the outside of the pentagon, that should be on the top. So this is 1 dash, this is 2 dash, this is 3 dash, this is 5 dash, and this is 4 dash. And the alphabet should be at the base, that is A dash, B dash, C dash, E dash, and this is D dash. Okay, so one thing is more left here, so that is the axis. So let's plot the axis also. So we already have in the centroid, so from here just we can mark the axis. That should be light. Okay, axis is light. Okay, so this is the first stage where we have assumed that it's standing on HP and we have drawn the top view and front view. Okay, so actually the case was like this. Testing with edge, this is my edge, testing with the edge, and the solid is inclined like this. We have to draw for this, but we have done for this. Standing on HP, then we have drawn the top and front view. Now I will be making it inclined. Now I will be making this axis inclined with the HP, that is 30 degrees. Now how do I make it inclined? See, now here you can see that there are two cases of inclination of axis. If your axis is inclined, like this, that means this rectangle will be turning like this, anti-clockwise. If your axis is inclined like this for the clockwise, your rectangle will be tilted like this. So as I have told you, that depends on the problem. Problem is of edge or the corner. So problem is of edge, that means you have to turn like this. You have to turn like this. It means, so this is the case, if you turn this rectangle like this, when your axis is inclined 30 degree, there is one more option that you can turn your rectangle like this. When your axis is inclined 30 degree. So what is the difference here? See, this is very important. Please try to understand. If you make this rectangle inclined in anti-clockwise manner, if this is tilted like this, so this should be A dash, B dash, and this should be D dash. But if you make it inclined clockwise like this, so this should be D dash, and this should be A dash, B dash. Right? So this is the problem of edge. So if you make it inclined with the edge, so your rectangle should be inclined in anti-clockwise manner. इस तरीके से वो घूमेगा, ये 30 बनेगा. If the problem is of corner, you have to make this rectangle inclined clockwise. So this should be corner. So this is the corner problem. So this is the edge problem. This is the corner problem. So, but it is given the problem that in this problem we have to make it inclined by using edge. So we have to make it inclined. We have to make it inclined like this. That is anti-clockwise. So इस तरीके से हमें rectangle को tilt करना है. So we have to make this axis 30 degree. We have to make this axis 30 degree. So how I am going to make this axis 30 degree? So I am going to use one geometrical concept. Like actually aim is to tilt this rectangle. This A dash B dash should be on x by itself. ये घूमेगा, A dash B dash वहीं रहेगा. So I will be taking one point here. Suppose this is A dash B dash. So take any point, name it A dash B dash. Now theta is given to 30 degree, but don't start with the theta. What you have to take is take 90 minus theta. So 90 minus theta, that will be 60 degree. So what I will be taking is I will be drawing a line degree. So why I am doing this, you will be getting understand after the completion of this rectangle. So take any point A dash B dash, draw a line of 60 degree. Now take your compass, measure the base, measure this base, come here and cut it. You will be getting T dash. Actually we are just rotating this rectangle. So the data which we are going to take, we are going to plot here, that should be from here only. So the data we are not going to change. Data will not going to change. That the dimension of the rectangle is not going to change. So all the dimensions you have to take from here. You have to just cut it. Rectangle as it is हमें यहाँ पर plot करना है. Just we are making it inclined at 30 degree. So to make that inclined 30 degree, what I have done is I will be making the base inclined 60 degree. Because this is 90 degree. If I make the base inclined with 60 degree, so automatically अपने आप axis 30 पे आ जाएगा. अपने आप एक्सिस 30 पे आने वाला है. सो मेजर दिस, कट दिस. नाउ मेजर दिस पार्ट, C dash, E dash, cut this. This is C dash, this is E dash. Now draw perpendicular. Draw perpendicular. Because this is rectangle, so you have to draw perpendicular. Right? So height, you can measure the height that is given to 60 mm and just you have to cut it. So automatically the axis is going to obtain, this is my axis, so automatically axis is going to incline at 30 degree. So automatically you will be getting the axis inclined at 30 degree. So what I have done is I have taken one point because that is edge will be on HP, so A dash, B dash will be on XY. Draw a line of 60 degree. So I have started with 90 minus theta. So you have to start with 90 minus theta. That means you have to incline the base with 90 minus theta. Automatically your axis will be inclined at theta because this is 90 degree. This is 90 degree. So always incline base with 90 minus theta. Automatically you will be getting the angle theta inclined with axis inclined with 30 degree. So naming will be A dash, B dash. So this will be my 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 5 dash, and this is 4 dash. So I have made this rectangle inclined with the edge, and axis is inclined 30 degrees, right? So now I want to plot the final top view. So how to obtain the final top view? Now again I will be recalling the concept of plane. How we were obtaining the top view of the plane? Vertical projectors नीचे लेके आते थे और horizontal locus लेके आते थे, and we were marking out the intersection point. So same here we are going to do, right? So plot the vertical projectors. Like this, the projectors from each and every point, the projectors should be very light. So these are the vertical projectors from this front view, and from this top view, locus. From this top view, you have to drop the locus. So this is a common step which we have to apply in each and every problem. Whether it is pyramid, it is cone, it is cylinder, or it is of any solid, we have to apply same concept. So just keep in mind what we have done is, first make that solid standing on HP, then incline on the basis of edge or the corner which is given on the top. Okay, so these are the locus. Now I have to mark the intersection point. So this is very important. Carefully you have to mark the intersection point. Okay. So 5 horizontal, 5 vertical. This is 5. 5 horizontal, 5 vertical. This is 5. E is also there. So E horizontal, E vertical. This is E1. 5 1, E1. Okay, I will be naming it in different color so that you will not be getting confused. So this is my E1, right? So 1 horizontal, 1 vertical. This is 1 1. This is 1 1. A horizontal, A vertical. This is A1. 4 horizontal, 4 vertical. This is This is 4 1. D horizontal, D vertical. This is D1, right? So 2 horizontal, 2 vertical. This is 2 1. B horizontal, B vertical. This is B1. 3 horizontal, 3 vertical. This is 3 1. And C horizontal, C vertical. This is C. So when you intersect, when you mark the intersection point, automatically you will be getting the numbers, 5 numbers isolated with the alphabets, that 5 alphabets. So these are the 5 numbers, 1 to 5. These are the 5 alphabets. So first what you have to do is, first you have to join one, two, So I have joined this all the 5 points. I have got one small pentagon. Again, I will be joining here also that 5. Okay, so first join all the 5 points 1 to 5 and A to E. So I will be getting 2 pentagons, but this is not complete because we are dealing with the solid. So we have to join the edges also. Edge. So which edge has to be joined? So 5E, 1A, 2B, 3C, 4D. Okay, you can go from here. You can see the top view. You will be knowing what we have to join. So 5E. So join 5E. So I will be joining 5E. This is my longer edge. 5E, 1A, 4D, 3C and 2B. Right, so I have joined all the corresponding edges. Okay, so again this is my top view, but again this is not complete, this is not done, because now we are dealing, this is very important, we are dealing with the solids, we are dealing with the 3D object, and the problem is this. So we have made this inclined prism, pentagonal prism like this, and we have seen from the top. So when I see from the top like this, so the top faces are visible along with the edges, but some of the face and the edge which are at the bottom, which is not visible from the top. जब सॉलिड को ऊपर से हम देखेंगे तो कुछ पार्ट सॉलिड का बॉटम पार्ट विल नॉट बी विजिबल. सो द पार्ट विच इज नॉट विजिबल इन द सॉलिड इन द प्रोजेक्शन, दैट वी हैव टू मेक इट डॉटेड. वी हैव टू मेक इट डॉटेड बिकॉज डॉटेड लाइन इज यूज्ड टू रिप्रेजेंट द इनविजिबल पार्ट ऑफ द ड्राइंग. वी हैव टू यूज द डॉटेड लाइन एंड वी हैव टू मेक समथिंग हियर डॉटेड. ये पूरा का पूरा दिखाई नहीं देगा फ्रॉम द टॉप बिकॉज वी आर सीइंग फ्रॉम द टॉप. We are seeing from the here, we are seeing from the here, and this entire solid is not going to view from the top. There are some sides, there are some edges which are not visible from the top. That we have to make it dotted. So now, what is the technique of making that lines dotted? How we can identify which lines will not be visible from the top? So what is the technique is, see, when I see this prism from the top, when I see this prism from the top like this, so the farthest point from the top, सबसे दूर वाला point from the top, which is the farthest point from the top, this will be the farthest point from the top. ये वाला, this point is the farthest point from the top. That means if I see from here, so farthest point will be this A dash B dash. This will be the farthest point from the top. Farthest point from the top is A dash B dash. So A dash B dash, the line passing through A dash B dash in the top, जितनी भी lines A dash B dash से पास होके जाएंगी, you have to make it dotted because that will not be visible, right? So the A dash, 1 dash, this will not be visible, this will not be visible, this will not be visible. So these are the lines which are not visible from the top, so this should be dotted. So again I am repeating the trick. What I have done is, see from the top, the farthest point from the top, identify the farthest point from the top. उस पॉइंट से जितनी लाइंस पास होके जाएंगी, you have to make it dotted because that is not visible from the top. So now this is the complete top view of the prism, that is pentagonal prism, when the axis is inclined 30 degree with the HP. So this is the solution of that problem of regular pentagonal prism is resting on the edge and the axis is inclined 30 degree with the HP. So this is the solution of that problem. Now if I just change the solid, if I just make that problem, if I just make that problem of pyramid, if suppose the problem is of pentagonal pyramid, okay, so the same problem I will be taking now, I will be changing the solid, that is pentagonal pyramid, base side 30 mm. So this is my second problem. This is my second problem, base side 30 mm, edge 60 mm height, resting at the edge, and axis is inclined 30 degree with the HP. So what is going to change here? What is going to change here is, now the problem is pyramid, resting with the edge, and it is inclined, and the axis is inclined. So what is going to change here is, from the first stage you will be making it standing on HP. पहले stage में तो stand करवाना है. So when you see from the top view will be pentagon. So this is the top view, will be pentagon, and you will see from the front, that will be triangle. So the front view will be triangle in case of pyramid. So the change which I will be doing here only, the changes I will be doing here only, what will the changes is, okay, so top view will be same. Top view will be pentagon with the centroid. This is O. Okay, with single naming, this alphabet is only required, so it's no need of these numbers. Okay, so you can write that alphabets outside also. So this is my A. This is my O. So top view will be pentagon in case of pyramid. Now I am dealing with the pyramid, and the front view will be triangle. So the front view is going to obtain the triangle. So this is my O dash and this is my center. So this is my first stage. This is my first stage. Then now second stage says that it's inclined with the HP and resting on edge. So again this triangle has to be rotated like this. Okay, so same concept. First draw the base. I am making here only, but we have to make it proper. First make the base of 60 degree. Take A dash point and draw the base of 60 degree angle. Okay, then plot the axis. Then plot the axis. This is 30 degree. Then join all the edges. That should be triangle. Okay, right? So this will be my O dash. So now what will be the final top view? So this will be the same. So this pentagon will be the same. See, I am making here only, but you have to make it proper. You have to make it separately. You will be getting the exact and the right views from the top and the front. Okay, so the O dash projectors, I will be taking only the O dash projector because already I have made this pentagon here, and this will be like this. So this will be my vertex. This is O1. This is my O1. So then next you have to join the edges. Right? So again the part which will be dotted. Now the part which will be dotted, again the concept is same, and you see from the top the farthest point is AB. So the line passing through AB, so this is my A, the line passing through AB, so this should be dotted and this upper one should be dotted, that is P1. Oh. So this will be my solution for the pyramid case. If the pentagonal pyramid is resting on HP with theta is 30 degree inclined with the HP, resting with the edge, so this will be inclined anti-clockwise like this. So this is the solution for the pyramid. So I have drawn in that prism only, but you have to make it separate. So don't do like this. But I have done. I have just made for understanding the second problem. You have to make like this the pyramid problem. Now, if I take the third column, suppose of cylinder. See, steps are common now. Steps are very common now. That you have to assume standing on HP. Then you have to make it inclined. So if I take the third column, the column is of cylinder. Cylinder of base diameter, that is 60 mm, and height, suppose that is 70 mm. Resting on HP with any one point on its circumference, किसी एक point से वो rest कर रहा है, and axis is inclined, 30 degree with the HP. Okay, so we have to draw the projection of this cylinder which is resting on the HP with any one point on its circumference and the axis is inclined. Okay, if this is a cylinder, it's resting with any one point on its circumference of the base circle, suppose, and axis is inclined like this. So in case of circle, there is no edge, no side, so you can either incline this cylinder like this, or you can incline the cylinder like this. So here there is no rules, no restriction that you have to make it this only or this only. No, you can make it like this also. You can turn that rectangle either anti-clockwise, okay, you can turn that rectangle like clockwise. You are having both the option, you can turn in any manner. Okay. So first part, again the concept is same. We have to make for this. So first we will be making for this. I will be assuming standing on HP. I will be drawing the top view, front view. Then later on second stage I will be making it inclined. Okay. So the top view will be circle. The top view will be circle, suppose. Again in a rough manner I have drawn. So this is my top view. So this is a circle with 8 equal parts. So always divide the circle into 8 equal parts. So this is my 8 equal parts. The naming should be double naming because this is a cylinder and the circle will be at the top and at the base both. So you have to do the double naming. So this is my, suppose, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is my A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and this is H. Okay, so you have to do the double naming in case of cylinder and in case of prism. Then the front view, drop the projectors. And the front view will be rectangle. So the front view will be a rectangle of the height. Height is given to 70 mm. So from the XY, draw a line, vertical line of 70 mm. Then draw the box. Right? So naming accordingly, that is 1, that will be moving upwards. So this is 1 dash, this is 2 dash, 8 dash, 3 dash, 7 dash, this is 4 dash, 6 dash, this is 5 dash. Alphabets will be at the base. So this is the base of the rectangle. So this is my base. I am keeping on XY. So this is my A dash, this is my B dash, H dash, C dash, G dash, D dash, F dash, and this is E dash. So this is the first stage where I have assumed that is standing on HP. The top view will be circle and the front view will be the rectangle. So now I will be making this axis. Now axis is here. Axis is at the center only. So I have to make it inclined 30 degree with the HP. So you can make it like this or you can make it like this. Right? So your rectangle will be turning like this or it can be like this. That is not an issue. You can take anywhere. So suppose I will be turning it anti-clockwise. Same. I will be turning like the previous rectangles I have turned for the prism. So I will be taking a point here. This point will be A dash. This point will be here only A dash. Draw a line of 60 degree. This is 60 degree. Because I am inclining the base at 90 minus theta. Same concept. Measure this. Keep here. This is E dash. This is E dash. Measure this. B dash, H dash. Measure this and cut. C dash, G dash. Measure this and cut. D dash, F dash. So obtain all the points from here and just plot it here. So then 90 degree line. Because this is a rectangle, so this is the 90 degree. Right? So height is already we know that is 70 mm. So just plot it. Okay. So A dash, this should be 1 dash. So this should be 1 dash. This should be 2 dash. 8 dash. This should be 3 dash. 7 dash. This should be 4 dash. 6 dash, and this should be 5 dash. So what we have done, we have now inclined, now this axis is inclined with 30 degree. So what we have done, we have made this rectangle inclined with the 30 degree such that this axis is also inclined with the 30 degree. Now final top view. How to get the final top view? That is projectors and the locus. Then drop the vertical projectors from each and every point. So the reason of dividing the circle into 8 equal parts, I think you already know now, because in the plane also we have done the same thing. We have divided the circle into 8 equal parts because we will be getting 8 points and we have to draw the ellipse. Okay, so to draw the ellipse we have done 8 equal parts for the circle. Again, I am just making in a rough manner only, although I am using the scale, but it's not correct because these points are not lying on the same line, so this is not correct, it's not matching because the circle I have drawn is wrong. So, but you have to draw it correct, so automatically you will be matching all the points in a very correct manner. So, just you have to follow the steps of construction which I am making here. Following here, so just to follow the steps of construction. So this is 7, so 7 horizontal, 7 vertical, this is 7, 1, right? G horizontal, G and 7 both are same point, so G horizontal, G vertical, this is G1. So 8 horizontal, this is 8, so 8 horizontal, 8 vertical, so this is my 8, 1. H horizontal, H vertical, H horizontal, H vertical, so this will be my H, so this is my H, so I will be getting H1 here. Okay, so now these 2 points will be lying on the same line, so I have done wrong, so automatically I am only getting confused. So if you are making, please making very proper manner because this both the lines should be matched at the same point. Okay, so 8 and 6F, this will be coming on the same line. So 6 horizontal, 6 vertical, so I will be getting 6 here only. This is 6, 1. Similarly, F1, I will be getting F1 here. Okay. So 1 horizontal, 1 vertical, this is 1, 1 and A I will be getting here. This is my A1. Similar, this is 5 and E. So 5 horizontal, 5 vertical, this is my 5, 1 along with the E, I will be getting here E1. So again, 2 horizontal, 2 vertical, I will be getting 2, 1 here, and this is B1 also here, and 4, 4 I will be getting here 4, 1, and I will be getting D1, this is 3, 1, and this is C1. Okay, so I will be getting again 1 to 8 here, with 8 points on the left side, and alphabets A to H I will be getting on the right side. So first, what we have to do is, first by joining these 8 points, complete the ellipse here. Again, join these 8 points, complete this ellipse here. Okay, so you will be getting 2 ellipses. Now what you have to do is, you have to just join both the ellipse tangentially, because when your cylinder is inclined like this, when your cylinder is inclined like this, and when you see from the top, जब आप top से देखेंगे तो आपको दिखाई क्या देगा? You will be seeing this, you will be getting this shape. ये आपको दिखाई देगा, that is complete ellipse. So this part will be visible to you. So that is fine. This ellipse will be visible to you. And when you see from the top से आपने देखा तो आपको ये 2 lines दिखाई देंगी tangent. You will be seeing only the 2 generators like this. ये सब आपको कुछ पता नहीं चलेगा. You will be getting only these 2 lines generators, and this bottom, inside that generator, bottom part of that 2 tangent, the curved part, this will not be visible. ये आपको दिखाई नहीं देगा from the top. When you see from the top, I will be getting this. I will be seeing this one and 2 tangent, and this part is not visible. So what you have to do is, you have to join this both the ellipse by means of tangent. इस तरीके से join करना. You have to draw both the ellipse by means of these 2 tangent. I will just making different color. Fine. So you have to make this two tangent only. Don't join all other lines. No need of joining anything now. क्योंकि top से सिर्फ आपको दो tangent ही दिखाई देगा. When you see from the top, this ellipse is visible. So this is visible. Fine. No need of doing it dotted. But इसके अंदर वाला part, that means ये वाला जो part है, the bottom curve part from the top is not visible. So this part you have to make it dotted. This is not visible. So this is the problem of the cylinder when it is inclined with 30 degree with the HP. So this is the third column. So fourth column, if I just take of cone, so the fourth column will be same as the third column, same as the third column, only the cone. I will be changing the cone. This cylinder is changed by means of cone. Everything is same. That phi diameter is 60 mm and the height is 70 mm and theta is 30 degree. So if I just replace the cylinder by cone, so what is going to change here? So I will be changing only that part. Okay. So the change is the top view will be, this is the cone. If the cone is inclined like this, so in the first stage when you assume it standing on it like this, so top view will be circle. The top view will be circle, and the front view will be triangle. So this front view will not be rectangle in case of cone. That will be triangle. And afterwards this triangle has to be turned. Okay, so I will be making here only. So the front view will not be this. So I will be rubbing this part. Okay, so this will be my center. This is O, right? So again, double naming will also be not required. So the single alphabets naming is enough for the cone. Then you have to just join it. So the front view will be triangle like this. So again I am making here only, but we have to make it separate. I am just making for the understanding purpose only how the cone is going to look like. So this is my top view centroid and this is my front view vertex. Okay. So when I tilt this triangle, so again I will be getting this triangle turned like this. So again I will be making here only, but we have to make it separately in a perfect manner. Okay, so this will be my vertex O-dash. Okay, so what I have done, I have just make it inclined such that this axis is 30 degree now. So this is my A dash, this is my B dash and H dash, C dash, G dash, this is D dash, F dash and this is E dash. Okay, so again projectors, when you make the projectors, so what I will be getting in the top is, directly I will be making the top view. So what I will be getting from here, I will be getting this pentagon, sorry, ellipse. So this is kind. So this will be giving you the ellipse. So this is my ellipse, right? And this will be giving the vertex. So this is my vertex. This is my O1. So I have told you that when you make the cone inclined like this, when you see from the top, so you will be getting only the two lines tangent to that ellipse. Okay. So what you have to do is you have to just join this vertex tangentially with that ellipse. Okay, so this is my required top view of the cone, as this part will not be visible, so this will be dotted. Okay, so what you will be getting, the top view will be shaped like this. So this will be tangent. This will be tangent to the ellipse. So this is the problem of cone. So what I have done is, first I have made it standing on HP, then I have drawn the top view and front view of the cone. Then I have made the triangle inclined with the HP, triangle of 30 degree. Then projectors, locus will be getting this final shape, and this part will not be visible from the top. You see from the top, the bottom part will not be visible. So this is the problem of cone. So this is the case when the axis is inclined with the HP with theta and parallel to the VP. So what we have assumed it, when our axis is inclined with the HP, agar solid HP is inclined, so what we have done is simple. We have made it standing, then on the next stage we have made it inclined. So this is the case third. So if I just make it reverse, if I say axis is inclined with the VP and parallel to HP, if I make solid inclined with the VP like this, now it's inclined with the VP, and it is parallel to HP. So what is the thing is going to change? Only the thing we are going to change is, in the first stage, what we are going to assume it now, standing on VP. If solid is inclined with the VP, in the first stage, assume it like this, standing on VP. So this will be above, this will be below. Then when it is inclined, the top view will be inclined, so this part will be bottom and this will be on the front. So only the figures, the views are going to reverse when you are inclining in the VP. So I am not taking any problem for the incline to the VP. You can practice the problems based on the inclination to the VP in a similar manner for the HP. Only the steps are going to reverse. HP is going to replace by the VP. So you have to start with the front view, not the top view. So this is the third case, and the fourth case which I have taken for the second part of this topic, that is projection of solid. So in the last part I will be taking few problems based on incline with the both HP and VP. So that will be the three-stage problem. So that will be the three-stage problem that is going to solve in the third stage. So thank you.